And hello, my cancer journey continues. And it continues with a roller coaster where one day is like a month in everybody else's life. Here in 1 hour, the craziest things can happen. Will I have a mastectomy? Will I not? Will I be there? Will I be sent to someone else? Oh God, let me share with you what happened just today. So I have breast cancer, a very aggressive breast cancer, and I've been trying to find a surgeon to take it out for quite some times, namely 13 months altogether, because the first time I went to a gynecologist to show my breast lump was 13 months ago. I just collected all the papers to go to a lawyer tomorrow. He said there was nothing to worry about, despite I had the lump, despite the fact it hurt a lot. He actually used the fact that it hurt to say, nothing to worry about. Cancer doesn't hurt. Fast forward, after I saw other few doctors that said, not my place, not my thing to do, this stuff kept growing and growing and growing. And in the last few months, I've been under a ridiculous amount of stress. And this thing just exploded. So I went back to a few doctors until someone sent me to a gynecologist that was a breast specialist. Until finally I found someone that sent me to a breast specialist that within a few hours sent me to get an MRI, a mammography, an ultrasound, x-rays, I don't know, a whole bunch of things that I can't even remember. I was too overwhelmed. And they all showed the same thing. I have a very advanced and aggressive type of cancer, an HR2 positive. It's a double positive. But the good news is that because of my kidney problems and my kidney autoimmune disease, I've had several thorax and chest and abdomen CT scan. So that is apparently clean. I do have a tiny thing on my spine, but I don't care. I didn't even tell them because right now I don't care. But that's clear, so I have no metastasis, probably because of the diet I'm on. Thank God, no sugar, no growth, right? So what happened is they set me up for surgery. Everything was ready. And up until the hour, actually after the hour where I had to be in surgery, insurance denied my surgery in that place. The doctor is certified with my insurance. They do this exact same type of surgery with my insurance, my exact type of insurance. Insurance said they're not certified. Insurance told me to go to another hospital that is literally on the other side of the road, 100 meters down. I managed to get an appointment. An angel gets me in as fast as possible after I explain my problem. And I find the best doctor ever. And you'll find out why it's the best doctor ever. She looks at my stuff. She writes everything down. She actually writes everything down, even my kidney problems and the other problems that I already had, and takes them into consideration. Avoid anything that could hurt any other organs. So she doesn't go in just like a butcher that's cut here and there. No, I like her a lot. I go home with all the new papers. I call my insurance. I tell them, okay, I did what you wanted. I went to this place. Actually very cool. I'm kind of grateful. Had to wait almost a month, but at least I find someone else that I really like. Insurance says, I don't know. To which I have to admit, I lost it a little bit. I tested my Spanish cussing abilities. And although I knew that the girl on the phone was just a call center girl that probably doesn't even have an idea of what cancer is, at least from our conversation, nonetheless, I discovered that I got pretty good with words in Spanish, which is, kind of okay to know for future reference. What happens? They put me on hold, and I'm still on hold. They say, there is a mistake in the system. We don't know because they don't show up. Like, we can't build them. I'm like, you're the dudes that sent me there. You told me to go there. You said we cannot authorize this. Actually, no, the truth is, and it's recorded because they tell me they record everything. The conversation was, we approved the surgery, not in that hospital. We approved the surgery in this other hospital. You need to go to the other hospital. I go to the other hospital. I have surgery planned in the other hospital. They're not approving surgery. I don't have a tumor, I have cancer. I have one of the most highly recurring and metastasizing cancer there is. The fact that I've had it for over a year without metastasis is probably thanks God to what I'm doing for my health, for the previous reasons I had. Do I want to take my stakes? Do I want to take my chances? No, I'd like this to be gone because it's big, by the way. It's 4 centimeters. It's like this. Literally, it's my whole breast is now a cancer. It's like a tennis ball. I write a letter to my doctor's secretary and say, hey, the whole thing is happening again. Now, and then I let it go. Today, a miracle happens. My doctor calls me. Now, not her office, not her secretary, not her assistant, my real doctor, the one that's gonna have surgery on me, calls me on the phone. I'm shocked. What's she telling me? She's telling me that she set up an oncological team with their oncologist, and after discussing the matter, they want to take out my ovaries too, which kind of sent me a little bit on a complete meltdown on the moment because they already took my uterus in 2020 because of fibromas and myomas, and so now they're going to take my breast and my ovaries. I know I'm gay, but what pronoun am I going to have after this? It hurt. I didn't think I was attached to my ovaries, but I guess that I felt a sudden loss of identity by not having any part of my body that defines that I'm a woman. I know that today we're fluid as heck, and I sure as hell grew up very fluid. In my times, in my times it was tough. When I got married first, we couldn't even buy rings for both of us because they said, well, we can't sell you rings for two women. So we had to buy them online. It was kind of crazy. And my dad threw me out of the house because he suspected that I might like more women than men, which the truth is I never really did. I liked people. I liked humans. I liked what was inside. I never really made a physical gender distinction. Then it's true that with women, I find myself more comfortable in talking and sharing stuff than with most men, not all of them. I have some that were really good friends over the years. Taking every last piece out of my so-called womanhood, which I didn't think I would care, I discovered I care. I don't know why. I guess that ovary thing just threw me over the edge. First of all, thinking that I would have to be in a very long surgery because they said it's going to do it once and for all so that I don't have to get anesthesia a second time. And I'll give my kidneys the ability to just work hard once and then hopefully flush it out within a few days with their help. But it was tough. Fast forward, I tell her what happens with insurance, and she can't believe it. Says it's impossible. I do these every week. Your insurance, your surgery. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've heard that before. What happened next was that today I also had an appointment with my family doctor. He's, the state doctor. I tend to not have appointments with him because useless is an exaggeration. He's way less than that usually. He has ideas about medicine that I'm not even sure from what manual they came out, but I had to go because I had to get prescriptions because I'm on the opiates, obviously, because I'm in a ridiculous amount of pain, which also sucks because I like to get rid of them as soon as possible, but right now it's not even a possibility, also because I can't take absolutely anything else besides opiates for my kidneys that are in kidney failure. But I told him about the cancer, I brought him all my stuff, and I asked him, what if insurance says no? How long is it going to take to go into the national system? Because maybe, there's a way around it. And well, today was a good day to ask him a question because he actually answered and gave me a plan B. He gave me a freaking plan B. And that was the best news I've had in months. And plan B is in Valencia, which is an hour and a half, 2 hours by car from here. Pretty easy to get there. There is the best oncological institute in the world. And he said it. I thought, okay, whatever. Everything is the best in the world here in Spain. It's like a little bit like in Italy, we're the best in everything. Then I looked it up, and they actually won for the last 4 or 5 years in a row as the best world oncologic institution. But the best news is that in order to be accepted, you just need to be on the, what's it called, national insurance, whatever, Social Security here in Spain, which I obviously am, and you just show up. You just need to have cancer, and they take you. That's it. You just need to have cancer. Go there, and they take you. You can call them, make an appointment, send them all their stuff, and within 3 days they give you an appointment. Or you just show up at their ER center, and they take you. So I'm safe. I feel like I can breathe now. I feel like finally know that one way or the other, this is going to be taken care of. And for free, because you don't have to pay because they work with the national system. So I wouldn't have to pay a dime to go there. So now my plan is my new surgery with the ovary is scheduled for the 19th. They moved it one day because it's going to be longer. If that doesn't happen, and if insurance gives me more shit, the next day I'm going to be in Valencia. I'm going to be at this IVO Institute. I'll take it from there, and I'll have them take care of it. I would have surgery. I would have my cancer taken away. I would have that gone. And such a weight taken out of my shoulders, because as much as the Siegfried protocol, the metabolic protocol is helping, and I know it's helping because my pain is receding. Literally, it's going backwards. I'm having a very hard time keeping my ketone to glucose index these days, and I don't know why. It could be the stress. My glucose is low, but my ketones are not high. They're quite low these days. I've tried different tweaks, but I don't seem to be able to really find what's bringing them up. I said, I think it's stress. Apparently, stress has a really bad effect on ketones. It's hard to, follow the metabolic program if my numbers around, they're in 2, they're under 3, because you should be between 1 and 3. That'd be good. Better under 1. And I used to be under 1 almost every day. And now I'm always around 2. So that bugs me a lot and makes me a little bit worried. And therefore, I'd be really happy if someone could take this really aggressive things out of me, because I tell you the truth, it just feels like you just want to take it away. You know what it is. You've seen the images, you feel it. It's really painful. You just want to take it out. I don't know how it is to have cancer in an organ if you feel it the same way. But here, I can touch it. I can touch the whole thing. It sends me a lot of pain, and it's like this thing that does not belong there, and it's freaky. I have to ask my wife to touch it to see if it has changed in form, if it shrunk again or anything, because it freaks me out. I gotta tell you, it really freaks me out. There's not much I can do about it. I tried to work on it, but it freaks me the fuck out, and I want it out. And I'm not that brave to see if I can just do it with the metabolic protocol, because this is big. I have a lot of faith in nature. I have a lot of faith in our existence. That was it for today. And thank you very much for all your support. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much. You are my outlet, and you are my way of going through this. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much to all of you.